When preparing your presentation, the first thing you should ask yourself is, who has requested that I give this speech or presentation? What is our relationship and what is their role? For example, are they your manager, a colleague, or an acquaintance? Once you have done that, you need to get as many answers as possible to the following questions. Who, how, when, what, and why. Answering these questions will allow you to have a defined plan. It will also make it easier to adapt your speech to your audience. Making your presentation as relevant as possible will help you maintain your audience's attention. Let's start with the first question. Who? Who are you going to be speaking to? Will it be a group of 200 people, 20 people, or 5? Depending on the size of your audience, the way you express your content will be different. You should also ask yourself, how familiar is my audience with the subject I'm going to present? Are they beginners or experts? Will you be speaking to a tech-savvy crowd, a room full of managers, or students? By determining the demographic, you'll be able to adjust your vocabulary accordingly. There's nothing worse than attending a presentation where the speaker assumes that the audience has the exact same background and knowledge as them. Inevitably, you get lost in the jargon, lose your concentration, and stop listening to the speaker. The second question you need to ask yourself is, how? How will your presentation be made? Will it be face-to-face, remote or online, live or pre-recorded? You must also consider what equipment you will have at your disposal. Will you have a microphone? And if so, will it be worn or handheld? Also, will you be able to use slides for your presentation? Will there be a projector? Will a remote control be available, or will you have to get one? Depending on these answers, your hand gestures will differ. You'll also know if you have the possibility of carrying notes. The third question is, when? When do I have to give this presentation? More importantly, how long does the presentation have to be? Will it be 2 hours, 1 hour, or 5 minutes? By defining the date and length of the presentation, you'll know how much time you have to prepare yourself. The next question is what? What are you going to talk about exactly? It might sound obvious, but it's important to be able to prepare a well-structured speech. This means not getting sidetracked on details that aren't relevant. Finally, the most important question is why? Why have you been asked to give this presentation? What makes you the best person for the job? Are you an expert on the subject? Do you have any experience to share? Maybe you've got certain qualities that can bring life to the presentation, such as a good sense of humor. The point is, you need to know why you are there. Is it to inform, teach, or inspire your audience? Write all this information down. Your ideas and plans will stem from the answers to these questions. It will also serve as an outline for your draft. Here's a trick for getting started. Make 2 columns, a before and an after. Under the before column, you can write down everything you think your audience will know before the presentation. In the after column, know everything that you want your audience to retain from your presentation. From here, bridge the before and after by creating a middle column. This will be the content of your presentation. Try it out for yourself.